Whoa. I guess we on. Shout out to the people. Let me do these invites. You already know what it's hitting for, man. 747 24/7 361 degrees. Shout out to my people that's going to come in the building. You already know what it's hitting for. It's the switcheroonie, honey. Look at this. I don't know what you're doing if you don't put nothing in the comment section. So this is a whole nother program. Okay, we're going to do some invites and some shares as usual. And we're going to connect with our peoples. The 141s. The 414s. That know the 411. Shout out to you if you coming in the building. What's up, Miss Michelle? I see you. Let's do some invites. State your name. Put it in the comment section. What's up, Miss Angela? I see you. Let's go. Let's do some shares. We're going to do like 2 minutes of shares. I can really erase this on YouTube if I want. I couldn't do that on Facebook. I'm going to be a problem on here. You know I got something for the comment section. You know I do. So shout out to you if you are in the building. I would just say, get your cup of tea and get prepared for the slaughter. Okay, so let me do this. Wow, I feel like I'm really in the Matrix right now. What's up, Miss La? I see you. Let's go. Shout out to my people, man. Y'all already know what it's hitting for. I don't really gotta say nothing. 747 24/7 361 degrees. That part. So wow. Where should I go with this? That's what I want to know. Where should I go with this code? Look, everybody is concerned about so much stuff that's going on, right? People telling me, LaMail, why don't you talk about Donald Trump? I don't feel like talking about Donald Trump. Yeah, LaMail, why don't you talk about something that happened in the news? Yo, I'm not even really worried about that like that. I'm saying real talk, because we don't even know if news is real news or if it's propaganda to get ratings. We don't know that. We can't verify if we wasn't there. So a lot of times people telling me to pay attention to these things, and I'm focused on the center. And people want to say, oh man, LaMail, I'm working on my New Year's resolution right now. I'm with you. I'm creating a New Year's resolution too. A New Year's resolution. Yeah. So, as usual, I'm going to do something for the comment section. All right. And we're going to start it off from room 112. We're going to do it like that. We're going to start it off from room 112. I always say room 112 is where the player haters dwell. Why do I say that? And why do I drop the code on the fact that room 112 is where the player haters dwell? Or that's where the creation dwells also. It can be many things when I talk about this. This is where your crown is also. All right, so now let me see if I can put it in here, if it'll let me. And we gotta go ballistic on it. Now, peep game on this. I have always bust down the 112, the room 112 is the zodiac, right? I said it's the zodiac, it's the 12 years, right? But people didn't get that part. Why am I doing this on Thursday? Shout out to my people that's wearing purple right now. Shout out to all my purple hearts in the building. But it's a reason why I'm saying all this on Thursday. Why the purple and Thursday connects up with the 12. All right? And we gotta drop it. We gotta drop it real heavy. So, let me see. All right, bang. Yeah, I'm gonna put something in the comment section and see if it'll let me do that. And we're gonna slay it. If it let me do that, I'm gonna go hard, real hard in the paint. Okay, I think, yeah, I can put something in the comment section. All right, we're gonna do it like that. We're going to do it like that. Boom. I just put something for y'all, right? And I want y'all to get what I put in the comment section. And I really want y'all to just take some time and read for a second. You know what I'm saying? We've been on Facebook, likes going crazy. I like the likes, everybody throwing up the likes and everything like that. But stick around for your crown. Facts. So, look at this. This is what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to do the code, man, once again. I'm going to do the code once again. Peak game on it. It says 2 Corinthians 1:12. Yeah. 1:12. All right. It says, for our boast is this, the testimony of our conscience, that we behaved in the world with simplicity and godly sincerity, not by earthly wisdom. Look, listen. Not by earthly wisdom. Miss Seti, shout out to Miss Seti. She just inboxed me. I'm live, honey. It says this. It says, look, let me start over. It says, look. It says 2 Corinthians 1:12. It says, for our boast is this, the testimony of our conscience, that we behaved in the world with simplicity, keeping it basic, keeping it real basic. Now watch this. It says, and godly sincerity, with simplicity and godly sincerity, and not by earthly wisdom, but by the grace of God and supremely so towards you. Now, I want y'all to get what I put in the comment section for this one reason why I say that. Because, thank you, Miss Laon. Peep game on it. It's like this. A lot of people, when they get into this knowledge stuff, right? Because I've been there before. I didn't study so much stuff. I didn't went through so many schools. And at the end of the day, I always find a certain conclusion. Now, somebody might want to test my chin and say, oh, LaMel, you pseudo, because you don't give reference to these things and you don't worship ancient Egypt. Because you don't worship Hebrew. All right, because you don't worship Islam, because you don't worship Christianity. They're going to say to me, to try to test my chin and say, LaMel, you pseudo. I got you. I got a spill for that. I always got a spill for certain things that people want to say that's really haterism. Peep game on this. We are the ancient artifacts that they are going to uncover 2,000 years from now. Now, do you get that? What's up? What's up? Who's in here? Say, yeah, thank you. So look, we are the ancient artifacts that they're going to uncover 2,000 years from now. You got to think about it like that. And then you will find your greatness. Then you will see, okay, all right, that part. Because literally, I can call anybody's religion pseudo. Why do I say that? Even though you can say, oh man, we found this in ancient times. We found this, it's been marked by whatever. I can call anybody stuff that because they wasn't there to verify it. And you're going to say, oh, well, God came down. Why? If God came down then why can't God come down now? That's what I don't get. And every premise or every precept in these religions is something that's going on right now. So it's like, I just get baffled when somebody wants me to really Really, just like I already assimilated the data. That's the thing about it that people need to get. I already literally assimilated the data. It's all in the Codex. It has always been in the Codex. Now, I told people this. I said, it's no religion. It's none. It's just the network. And once people get that, they will be in tune with the network in so many ways. All right. You said simplicity, the quality or condition of being easy. Yes. To understand. Yes. Thank you. Or do for sake of simplicity. This chapter will concentrate. Oh, whatever you was bringing up. But that's hot. That's hot that you just brought up a hot reference of that. And you can say, man, that's in Google. I can say we are the Google. It's the network. Google is part of the network. You going to separate Google from the network? You going to say Google ain't a part of the network? That sounds dumb. How you going to say we dealing with religion and dealing with God, right? And Google ain't part of the network? That's just like the dumbest thing to say. Because if I want to say a computer, if I break down a computer is based on the components that's in man, that's in woman, that's in the shell. It's the same thing that's in the earth, that's in the computer. Where the hell do they get the materials to create the computer? So it's literally making Mother Earth sing. That's why in ancient times, when they had predictions of the computer, they always called it a beast. They always called it a beast in a sense. That's why you got to think about it when you reading these things and you say, oh man, now I kind of get it. When they was talking about this, it was talking about a beast. Yeah, a beast. The computer is literally a beast. It handles jobs like an animal handles jobs. You can literally get a computer to handle a job for you like an animal handle a job. Excuse me. You said, you talking our language. Thank you. This is what I'm talking about. This code right here is the Codex, man. You want to say, well, where do I find this, Lamel? You have found it right here. That's the funny thing about it. And you have seen these symbols all throughout your life. That's the funny thing about that too. It's just we connecting all the dots. And people wonder, what do I mean by connecting the dots? Okay, everything literally starts from the dot. The dot is the thought. The thought that comes actually before the one. And then you'll say, oh man, that was the zero. Yeah, kind of like that. But when you take a zero, you got to put the dot in the middle to make it 361 degrees instead of 360 degrees. That's how you connect the real dots in there. And that's 19 times 19, which is 361. And this is supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics. When I talk about this stuff, that's everything between the 1 and the 9. That's everything between the 1 and the 9. And that's how you got to peep game on how these things are manifesting. What's up, my Y Negro? I see you in the building, King. Yeah, we doing this, bro. So it's like you got to see it like that. That's why these dots are here, man. All 3 dots are 1. All 3 are 1. 1, 3, 1. Now, if I can draw on the screen like how I do on Facebook, I'll do something for y'all, man. But I want y'all to do it for yourself. Let me see if I can find this real quick. I want y'all to do it for yourself, right? 113, right? I told y'all 131, which is a prime number. It's a solar prime number. 113, 131, 13, 31, however you want to play with that daggone number. Now you say, well, why is this so significant with life, Lamel? Because the primes, man, some of us are primes. Look, some of us are lunar primes, solar primes, and vector primes. You need to know the degree of your manifestation, but still all 3 come on one hand. And that's how you got to connect those dots. You know what I'm saying? So these are solar primes. These are solar primes. Okay, so now you want to ask me, well, Lamel, what is a solar prime? All right, I got you on a solar prime. Because a solar prime is something that is noticed like a 2, a 5, a 7, 11, a 13, a 17, a 19. These are your solar primes. Peep how 19 comes in at the 7th position. Now you getting supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics, because you know that this is the 7. You already know that this is the 7. You getting supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics because we decoded the mainframe consciousness. That's the problem with what people got with us as the Messiah code. They say y'all really decoded reality. Yeah, for the days that we living in right now, it's decrypted and it's decoded within these numbers. Now, when you see these primes connect all the dots. All the dots. And you got to look at your life like that. Like when you look at your birth chart and people say, well, your log, I say your birth chart is called your log date. It's literally when you logged in space and time. That's when you logged in space and time. That's why it's called your log date. And then it's called your timestamp when you come in. It's two different things. Your log date, look, watch how I break this down. Your log date is when you log in space and time. For instance, if your log date is 727, if your log date 727, that's when you log in space and time. This is supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics. So if you log in right there, but your timestamp is different than your log date. Your timestamp represents your stamp on reality. It literally represents your impression on life, what you do in life. Can I get some likes? For real, I would love, can I get some likes and some shares, whatever y'all can do. We building this channel right now. We building this channel. Seriously, I appreciate that, man. It's all about growing, man. I appreciate some likes and some shares. I'm live right now. I done gave up Facebook. Y'all already know. I got 500,000 views on Facebook privately, and I decided to stop doing that. I'm not going live on Facebook no more, y'all. And if I do, it's going to be by a humbug. I'll do it. All right, so because we have to do something different and we have to evolve, man. And if y'all ain't ready to walk, then y'all ain't ready to get this information. Trust me on that, because we growing every day. We growing every day because we all decrypting reality. Some of this stuff that I give y'all, it's not just my research. It's other people's research that connect these dots. And it's all part of code. You get what I'm saying? So when you get 113, this is what I wanted to tell y'all about 113 being an open book, or 131 was the open book. Because if you go into Genesis chapter 1, it has 31 verses. Wow. That right there is a principle of the 1 and the 9, or the Alpha and Omega. When God or where anybody coordinates with that technology saying, I am the Alpha and Omega, you got to get what the code is when it is saying that. Now the Alpha and Omega principle is the beginning and the end, and the end and the beginning and the end. It is a cycle that just goes around and around and around and around and around. So if you go into Genesis, the first chapter of Genesis, it has only 31 verses. Why is that? Because those are the highest days that you got in your month. Those are the highest days you got in your month. So everything falls between the 1 and the 31, just the way everything falls between the 1 and the 9. So that's why you got to get it when you saying, I get it. That's why it takes the Alpha and Omega principle as the sun. Yeah, as the son of the source of everything. You get what I'm saying? The Alpha and Omega principle, it all connects like that. And even the 1 through 12 connects like that also. The 1 through 12 connects like the same way. Because if I ask y'all, well, what's your daggone zodiac sign? Somebody going to tell me it's between the 1 and the 12. They're going to tell me it's between the 1 and the 12. And I'm going to say, okay, well, damn, that's another Alpha and Omega principle. And I see how it was actually all 3 in 1. It was the source, the woman, and the child. All 3 in 1. It was all connected. This is what I need to I want y'all to just get with this. But 113 is the open book. Because if you take 113 and if you go like this, you slash it, and then you slash it again, and then you put a 3 over top the 2 1s, it looks like an open book. Looks like an open book. That's what I was trying to tell y'all, man. It looks like an open book. Now, it's another thing that this looks like, which is the 8-pointed star. Because if you keep on going around and doing 131 or 113, the same code, the same technology. If you going around that and you keep on doing it, it looks like an 8-pointed star. So it's like stuff that I break down like this, and people say, well, how do you come up with this stuff, Lamel? It's not the fact that I looked this up in Google, because people still looking up stuff in Google, and I said, I ain't even going there with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I said it's an open book. Listen, 2 Corinthians, it says, look, for we are not writing. Listen, 2 Corinthians, it says, for we are not writing to any other than what you read, and understand and hope. And I hope you will fully understand. Now, did I not say that 113 is an open book? Did I not say that? And you say, well, Lamel, how the hell did you pull this up? How did you pull this up? I told you 113 is an open book. If you go into 2 Corinthians 1:13, now you get, that part. Listen, that part. It says, look, for we are not writing to you anything other than what you read and understand, and I hope you will fully understand. It's talking about a book. It's talking about a book, and that's the 8-pointed star that's going to lead you back to the dot, or the Messiah, which is actually a frequency, man. It's a frequency. It's a tone that people are connected with. It's literally a frequency that people are connected with. And that's why I told y'all, and I don't know if anybody ever brought this to y'all. I said, man, you can find the north by looking for 5 stars, which is Cassiopeia. They call it Cassiopeia. I said, we're not going to call it Cassiopeia. We're going to call it Lamal or Limal, all 3 in 1. But it's the 5 stars. It's literally the 5 star. It's the 5 stars up there, you know what I'm saying? And it's always looking like the number 3. It always looks like the number 3. And guess what? The 5 stars look like a number 3 for how they point. And they always pointed towards the North Polarity, the North Pole. And they revolve around the North Pole. And if any one of y'all lost and you say, man, well, damn, I got to head myself north right now. You know what you'll do? You'll go find what Lamel just told you, man. And you'll be able to find yourself north, man. Half of y'all, or different people that really come and test my chin, can't even find their own zodiac sign in the sky. And I asked them, what's your zodiac sign? And they can't even find their, what's up, Miss Jasmine? I see you. You already know. They can't even find their own zodiac sign in the sky. And I said, man, they have took that from us. They literally have took that from us, where we not operating from the center no more, where we not operating from the dot no more, where we not operating from the things that we know is true within ourselves. That's why I brought that to y'all with room 112. I brought that to y'all when I said, man, it deals with simplicity, man. Because when I first came into this thing and I started learning knowledge and everything, I just wanted to bust people down all the time, and just like felt good about busting people down. And I was like, man, this is a fact and this is a fact, and none of that shit is really facts, because the only thing I can verify is myself. I can't even verify none of that stuff that I really religiously practiced before. I can't even literally verify it. Even if you telling me, well, Egypt and these things, I can't verify it. Know why? Because I wasn't there. All I know is that we are the ancient artifacts that they are actually going to uncover 2,000 years from now. So how you want me to play the game with it? You really want me to? I know this. I'm gonna say this, and let me put a disclaimer on this. It says, honor thy mother and thy father, for the days of thy life be whole. But you got to realize this. In the code, it says, for the works I do, the greater works you would do better. You'll do greater things. And if I misquoted that, pardon me. I'm just saying it how it is. But basically, when the Messiah came to them, he said, man, you're going to do greater works than me. Man, you amazed with what I'm doing. You're going to do greater works than me. And then people kept on looking back like Lot's wife. Just looking back on a certain situation, man. And we coming into the new year right now. If you want to call it like that, we can start from day one. And this is day one right now. Because this is the Thursday. This is the first Thursday that y'all going to have before the new year. So that's why I came to y'all and I'm telling y'all this is important. This is an important day because I need y'all to tune into the throne tonight. I need y'all to tune into the throne tonight. I need y'all to find y'all place of solitude and tune literally into the throne. And you're going to say, what does this have to do with, what do you mean, the throne? All right, now, you want to find the throne. Now, we all looking for the throne. It's a certain word that they use for this in Al-Islam. They call it the Kursi. But I call it the Thorsi because we replaced the K because the vitamin K was the 19th element. Yeah, we know the vitamin K is the 19th element. Go and test me out on that. So the vitamin K being the 19th element, all right, that was the key, the 19th element between the 1 and the 9. All right, so now we tuning into that. Now we know that the throne, that we putting in the TH in there because that's the throne or 13, the 13 on the throne. Now let me continue to put it on there because that's also the thunder. Because the thunder, it actually gets someone's attention. It gets someone's attention. It really, it busts your. The thunder was always related to the way you express God's lightning in your mind. The thunder was always associated like that. You know what I'm saying? So let me say this. Let me put that in the comment section. Bam. The thunder. Because in the Quran, a lot of times I bring all this stuff, right? And people got a problem with, I can bring it from any culture, any religion, any type of practice that you do. I can bring the code in there and people have a problem with me on that. And I'm like, why would you have a problem? And I can connect all the dots. I can literally connect all the dots in a sense because I see it like that. I utilize math, a frequency, a phone number to call up what y'all call creation. Now, it's like this. It's like this. Look at this. Because it's not those that call upon the name of the Lord shall be saved. It's those that call upon the number of the Lord shall be saved. Because how the hell you going to make a phone call with a name and it don't have a number attached to it? That's a fact, Jack. And if you want to look for God's phone number, I already told you, man, two come as a pair. Stop playing me at that. Like that. Don't take me there. But that's oneness. All right. So, you know, I put that in the comment section talking about thunder being the 13th chapter of the Quran. We already know that. You know what I'm saying? Now, we connecting all the dots. We connecting all the dots. Now, my fault. Thank you, Miss LaUmp. She put something else in the comment section for everybody. You feel me? So you got to see it like that. Now, the surah, like how I always explain, surah means picture, man. And a picture can say 1,000 words. Trust me on that. A picture can truly say 1,000 words on there. You know what I'm saying? Also, I'm going to put something else in the comment section so y'all can get it. You know what I mean? As the 113 being the higher consciousness, man. The higher consciousness. All right? We already know when I was building with y'all talking about the higher part of the temple or the higher part of the pyramid being a triangle, being 131. Yeah, same thing. My fault. I got y'all. Bam. Hopefully that it comes in like that. And y'all can see it, man. We coming into a new year, man. Forget everything. And people want to get sacrilegious with this. I'm not even going to get religious. For it's a placebo effect on the whole world. You don't got a calendar. If you got a calendar, then we'll be saying it's a whole different year. But I already got a calendar for everybody, and I'm gonna put that out tomorrow. So y'all be prepared. I'm gonna put the calendar out. I told y'all how time started over in 2017. I've been bust that bill down. Time started over. We actually in the year 2 right now, to be honest. We already in the year 2. So it's actually 14 months and 392 days in the calendar. And people going to say, well, Lamel, how's that? That's why I say it's 14 pieces in Osiris right here. What's up? Who that? What's up, Miss Carolina? Peace. This, you said it's 31 pieces. Yeah, but it's 14 pieces because the 14 pieces represent the 14 months, which is 392 days. You don't get why I gave it 392 days. Because we got to be connected with the 7. Trust me, man, that 365 days ain't connecting with the 7. Why is that? Because you would say it has to be 7 equally. Because 7 is perfection. How 365 connects with 7 perfectly? It doesn't. You have to do all this crazy stuff like that. You got to say, oh man, I got to put decimal points and I got to do all this stuff like that. And it's I told y'all 113, keep it basic, keep it simple. Keep it so simple. You know what I mean? You keep it simple, you're like, oh, so the 7 represented, it was really perfection. That was like perfection. 9 was 1. You say, how's 9 1? Because 9 times itself equals 1. Doesn't it equals 9. It's just 1. You see it as 9, but it's 1. It's like, damn, LaMail, really? Yeah, 9 is 1. No matter how you looked at it, it's no higher number than 1. No higher number than the source. What y'all call God, I don't care what y'all want to call it. It doesn't matter to me. It's a verb. I told people that every time on there. I said, man, it's a verb. No matter what you want to call God, it literally has to be an action in your life or it don't exist. You feel me? So it's a verb. It can't literally be a name. So that verb you can dial up because you know it coordinates with a code or a frequency of time. You feel me? Which we call the eth or the oath that you make because time is oath. And then people wonder why in Hebrew I took the word eath or eath and said oath. And I said code and I connected all those dots because eath meant time. And then I said, man, that's oath because you are connected with time. That is literally your oath. That is something that is your promise, man. And then if you go into to Judges chapter 11, I ain't even put that in. I ain't even copy paste that. But if you go into Judges chapter 11, it'll talk about Jephthah, man. How a promise is a promise. A lot of times people not ready to make a promise to God, man. You'll say, man, really? Nah. If you read Judges as y'all homework, read Judges chapter 11, man, and he'll talk about Jephthah, man, and how he went against the Ammonites. And you want to say the Ammonites, like the nuts, the almond nuts? No, Jephthah went against the Ammonites in chapter 11 of Judges because think about this. It was a lot of people going around saying amen, saying amun, saying amin, saying Amen Ra, the Ammonites. There's a lot of people saying amen. Everybody said amen at the end of their prayer. Everybody. Jephthah had to slay these people. You say, really? Yo, Jephthah had to slay these people? Yeah, Jephthah had to slay these people, what y'all call the Ammonites. Why is that? Because they thought they had rights to something that they didn't have rights to. Really? Why does I don't get this? How does this is why I said, man, y'all gotta understand, man. When I read these things, I get the principle from it. I get the principle from it. I can give a hell if Jephthah lived or he didn't live. Get what the principles coming from there in the code. Jephthah, right? He had to face the Ammonites, man. And like I said, they wanted something that wasn't theirs. Look at this. When Israel was passing through, when they was making their ascension, literally, when they was making their ascension, they gave notice to people, say, yo, man, we trying to pass through and we trying to get to a place. And then some people went to war with them. So it was people that was connected, that was related to the Ammonites, that was basically, they was fed up. They was felt like Israel took their land. But in a sense, they didn't want war, and people came out to fight against them, and they took them over. Now, if you want to say that was real, and say if it's real, I don't care if it's real or not. But symbolically, it's meaning like you don't want to fight with somebody, and then they want to fight with you, okay, and then you just show them you got the dukes, and then you just take whatever that's theirs because it's booty. It's literally booty of war. It's you supposed to take it. You're not supposed to give it back. They'll use it against you in the end. So, anyhow, the Ammonites was fed up with Jephthah. Jephthah went against the Ammonites, all right? Now, when you see, now these are the Ammonites. Now, everybody's saying amen at the end of their prayer. Amun, amen, amen. All these religions saying all this stuff, right? Now, what you don't get is a promise is a promise. When Jephthah conquered these people that say amen, When he conquered these people, listen, he had to give back his daughter because he had to give his daughter to God. Now think about how this is so significant. He had to literally give his daughter to God because he said, man, God, if you let me triumph in this, whoever come out of my house, I got you. They going to be a sacrifice, a burnt sacrifice to you. And you would say, really, a burnt sacrifice? He giving them the Molech? No, he not giving her the Molech in a sense. It's the burnt sacrifice, meaning it's a burning desire in your heart to be next to a person, and you know you got to give them away to something. And he gave his daughter to the Lord. He literally said, man, girl, you ain't going to party out there like that, honey. You ain't going to do all that stuff that they doing on Instagram and all that shit, honey. I'm grabbing your ass up and you coming with daddy. And this is what Jephthah had to do. This is what Jephthah had to do. He had to consecrate his daughter for that because, and it was a burning desire because as fathers, we want our daughters or our whoever our children are to be what they want to be. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want to force the hand and say, well, you got to do this. But Jephthah realized a vow is a vow. A vow is a vow. And people ain't ready to make a promise, man. And this is all connected with the New Year's resolution. When I talk about judges, yeah, you judging yourself right now. You judging yourself right now, man. Now, we get enter into a new age and a new dawn of information where the assimilation of thought is here and now. And you don't got to worry about looking for God because you know you connected with the dots. You know you connected with the dots. You know it. So now, like I said, man, a promise is a promise, man. You know how it hurt that man? He had to give away his daughter. He had to go send her ass out in the mountains. And she couldn't give him no offspring, no grandchildren and stuff like that. And she couldn't live a happy life. And he had to force the hand of God on her. That hurt his heart. That hurt his heart, but a promise was a promise. So now y'all coming into the new year. So what is the promise that you making? That's like we all connecting with God, right? I just want to know. And I told you God is a verb, so it's literally an action in your life. So you can say, okay, yeah, actions speak louder than words. Real talk. Men and women lie, but numbers don't lie. So actions speak louder than words. So you thinking, are you making promises to God right now? Or you literally, whatever that force that you connected with, are you literally looking in your face in the mirror and saying, man, you know what? I want to do something different this year, man. I really want to try something different this year, man. I want to try something new. Are you doing that? This is what I want to know. Because if you're going to do it, it starts now. It doesn't start tomorrow, man. That shit don't start tomorrow, man, for whatever you think. It really don't start tomorrow. You know why it don't start tomorrow? Because today is Thursday. I remember another Thursday, right? Literally, the last Thursday before they said the so-called Messiah got crucified. You know what he did? He was out praying all night long on a Thursday. Literally all night long he was praying on a Thursday. Now he's telling these people, he's like, man, you don't even know if you're going to live tomorrow, man. And he said, all I want y'all to do is watch me pray. I'm going to show y'all something magic. He said, I'm going to show y'all some magic. You know what these people did? They fell asleep. Now, I told people this. I saw meteorites on December 13th and the 14th. I saw meteorites. Now, the question is, I said, man, y'all got to stay up and see them. The only way you can see them if you stay up. People think it's just going to be raining meteorites like that. Like, oh, man, no. I had to sit there for hours and literally wait. And just be like, dag, man. And then finally I seen a couple meteorites and I felt good. I said, man, what the hell is that? I said, wow. Now, if you don't know, it always has a meteorite shower between these times in December, between like December 10th and 12th, like between these times, between the 4th and all that, 12th and all, it's meteorite showers always happen every year. So don't get spectacular like it's a spectacular event. But it comes out of Gemini, and I broke that down, how it comes out of Gemini and Osiris. And this is what this is. It comes out of these places. That's where the meteorites come. And these are what the fallen angels were. These were the fallen angels. You get what I'm saying? So, what you say? It's cool, Miss Queen. I see you. I see you in the building. So these are the fallen angels that came down. The meteorite shower. The meteorite shower that came down. They put this in religious folklore as fallen angels when they saw these meteorite showers coming from Gemini and Orion every year, and then it's meteorite showers that come in August also. And yo, man, I broke that down. I broke that down so heavily and what these meteorite showers was all about. But it literally took patience to see these things, man. And guess what I'm telling y'all? On Thursday is the connection, because Thursday connects up with Jupiter. Because Thursday aligns up with Jupiter in a particular type of way of energy. You get what I'm saying? So now, the reason why I say this, look, because you got the sun as your center. Yeah, that's your center because it goes around the zodiac, which is your center. It goes around the zodiac 12 months, right? Okay, now you got Jupiter, which is your center. It goes around the zodiac in 12 years of precession. It happens to be what? The 5, the 5th principle, which is the woman. Oh, bomb. Because you had two come as a pair. I broke that down always as two coming as a pair. So Jupiter is your cold force. That's your cold sun. That was your cold center. And then you had the hot center, which your hot sun. Now this all creates balance in our universe. Why you think Jupiter goes around the zodiac in a precession of time? That's connected with the sun. That's relative. That's relative to how we exist. Trust me, it's oneness. Yes, it is oneness. So then you got Jupiter has 4 moons. Yeah. Now, Jupiter having 4 moons connecting the dots with this, Jupiter having 4 moons represents the 4 corners of the earth, or the 4 corners of the galaxy, or how you connect up with the galaxy. Why is that? Because you go on all fours. That's north, east, south, and west. You go on all fours when you get on all fours, and that's math. Yeah, math has 4 letters. Oh man, you go on all fours because math, four letters, math. Oh yeah, division, multiplication, adding, and subtraction. Oh, no wonder math has 4 letters. Oh, you go math. Oh, M-A-A-T. Oh, man, no wonder it has 4 letters. So you're getting on all 4. And remember, Horus, he had 4 sons. Imseti, Duamutef, Happy, and Kabesino. All right? He had 4 sons. For his Horus being a hero, that was connecting all up with the dots as the mother and the son, the 131. It was all connected up. But Jupiter being the center of this, and the sun being the center of this, and the zodiac being the center of this, all 3 in 1. And you being the center of this. You get what I'm saying? Connecting all the dots. Because the dots are here to place us. The dots are the thoughts. These are the manifestation of your thoughts. The dots, they're the manifestations. Like how did everything come from? Everything is within the dot. Everything is literally within the dot, within the thought. That's why I tell y'all right now, you got to say I shall on some things. It's nothing above the shall. You ain't thinking it like, oh man, it's nothing above the shall. I told y'all it's nothing above the shall. I said that with thunder because I really feel it. Yo, it's nothing above the shell. You got to say no. Don't spell it like the shell, like the gas station, even though you're getting gas or the Holy Ghost or the Holy Gas, which is a ghost type of thing. Yeah, and we do need the gas to actually move the vehicle. In a sense, we need the ghost, which is the spirit, or the ghost in the shell. The ghost in the shell. It's S-H-E-L. S-H-E-L. It's she and L, because she represents shh. Because real G's move in silence. You already know grandma moving in silence right now. The grandmoms and the grandfathers moving in silence right now. More. The G's moving. Thank you for the hearts. Let me get them purple hearts. But the G's move in silence. And so far as the SH, because the SH was she. That's her moving in darkness. Shh. Yeah, she was the first. She was the secret. She was the Victoria's Secret for real. She was the real Victoria's Secret. That's why it was the shh, because everything revolved around the woman. Everything was literally connected with the woman. So it was like shh. So that's why she and L, that's connected as the shell. 2 coming as a pair. It's nothing above the shell. So that's why I'm saying, when you thinking of what you thinking about, far as your goals and stuff like that, you gotta say, man, I shall. You can't be like, and then far as your New Year's resolution and all that stuff like that, you can't say, whatever like that. You gotta say I shall, and you gotta complete it, man. You gotta make your feet walk the walk. You think about this: when Peter walking, and he's the doubter, he walking on water, he took his eyes off the master. That's why his ass started sinking. You can't take your eyes off the master. You gotta literally anchor the master. You gotta anchor the master. Trust me on that, man. Wherever the master moves, you gotta let the master move within you, man. You go into the closet and praying right now. That's the center, man. That's going back to the dot. That's literally going back to the dot, because the closet is the dot beer. Yeah, that's the dot beer. That's the innermost chamber of a temple, man. That's what they call the matrix. That's the innermost temple. That's the innermost chamber in the temple. They call it the niche. Yeah, in Al-Islam, they call it the niche, where people go and pray at, man. It's time to go back to the dot and connect the dots. Trust me on that, man. I mean that. You got to connect all the dots. All the dots. You got to connect them all. You know what I'm saying? And we moving. We moving, man. Jephthah, man, I bring it back to judges, because I'm gonna let you be the judge. I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not gonna judge none of y'all. I'm gonna let you judge your own self. Because at the end of the day, you gotta look at the mirror. But Jephthah made a promise that he regretted too. But he still did that. He still did it. Some promises you got to keep no matter what, man. Y'all, like, I'm just saying, people that don't understand, promises are like, they're really important, because that's your word. Your word is your bond. It's like money. It's literally like money. Somebody can depend on what you're saying. That's why in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God. So you're going to say, damn, if the word was with God, damn, his word or her word, God darn right. The word, it's like your word, it bonds and connects you with everything. The moment you don't keep your word, that's the moment you break a bond. That's the moment you literally break a bond if you don't keep your word, man. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Y'all got to understand this, or understand this, or wherever you want to stand at with it when we talk about our New Year's resolutions, man, or our New Year's resolutions. It's not resolutions, it's resolutions, because the sun is the ray. It's the inner sun, the rays of light that comes in you for the solution. That's all I'm saying. Go to Luke, Luke 1:31, man. Yeah, I'll put that in the comment section. Luke 1:31, or Romans 10:13, another 131. You know what I'm saying? But it's all connected up. You know what I mean? Well, I got so many notes I can hit y'all with. I don't even know what I want to hit y'all with next. I be sitting here like, I got plenty of notes. Y'all want to say, man, really, Lamel, you be reading this stuff? Yeah, I be reading, and then I just say, man, I'm going to just take some notes for the people, and I want to give something real fire for y'all, man. Because we all in the lion's den. In some sort of way, we all fighting. We all trying to get the situation right. We all trying to get the situation right, and it's not easy. Not by a long shot. It's not easy. So the 616 was always the lion's den, where they wanted to see where you getting your powers from, or how you can maintain, or how you can deal with pressure. I told people this when I said, man, when you getting baptized, I said, man, you getting baptized by the fire, man. It's a different thing, man. Now a sword. Now you got to think about it. A sword is made by fire and water. That's the purple pill. That's why you the sword. That's why the Messiah told them, he said, man, you just taking the sword, because you becoming a purple pill, because the sword is made with fire and water. You don't get that? That's the spoken word. The spoken word. The sword is the spoken word. Put the S in front of word. Yeah. It's made with the fire and the water. And that's love and hatred being balanced all in one. Excuse me. But yeah, that's why it's the purple pill. That's the sword, man. You don't want to. What's up, Miss Sadia? Peace. You already know, goddess. The Walu. I'm calling people the Walu now. Forget it. Yo, I said, what that mean? All right, we're gonna do it on Thirsty Thursday. Yeah. That purple pill is a pill of promise. It's not like the red pill and the blue pill. Let me tell y'all about this red pill and the blue pill. I told y'all, man. I said, man, this one thing when I put out my book, all right? For all of y'all that haven't got my book, I'm going to say this. It's a reason why you haven't got my book, because you didn't donate. Now you're going to say, really? Because a donation is real important. No matter what you donate, I made it available for you. I said, man, you can donate. It's somebody that donated 35 cents, and I gave him my book that took me literally over 50 hours to do. You know what I mean? I gave her my book just to show her that I set it up like that. You get what I'm saying? It's like this because y'all gonna come to a time in y'all life where y'all understand why I say make a donation, why Jesus was telling them to make a donation in that day and time. All right, for something that he was giving them, not no hopes and fakes, crazy, whatever. He gave them something. He gave them bread. He gave their asses bread. You feel me? Breadcrumbs. Literally, breadcrumbs. Trust me. Manna, bringing you back. But what you got to realize is y'all all going to come a time in your life where y'all meet up with the Grim Reaper. And the Grim Reaper going to say this to y'all, man. This is the sad thing about it. That's why Jesus told them to stay up and pray, but they didn't want to stay up and pray, man. Listen, when you come to the Grim Reaper got two pills, and it's literally a trick. All right. Now, the shiny object that you gotta offer is literally it's like passage. It's like passage to get through. So you offer something, but you still have to take one of these pills for the journey that you're going to take in the next life. Now you want to say the next life, and you talking about something you've been died and come back or whatever. You can apply it however you want to apply it. All right, because it's still in life like that, and life is the same thing. Because what happens is the source teaches you what's going to happen to you. The source teaches you these things time and time again, what's going to happen to you. Because what the program understands is that something has to be given in order to be received. It's called reciprocity. Something always is breath out and breath in. That's what the program understands. So when you come into the next life or to the next dimension of thought or reality, or whatever plane of existence that you living on, even your life right now, you can connect all the dots. Look, it's a Merovingian. It's literally a Merovingian, or it's what you call a Grim Reaper that tells you, I got passage for you, man. You want to remember, don't you? They tell you this. They said, man, you want to remember, right? Or you want to go on to the next level. But guess what? You got to pay to play. And that's literally your life force, man. That's the shiny object. You give a piece of your time, which is your life force. That's your shiny object that you pull out. That's the piece of your time. That's like something that you can't give back. It's a piece of your time. And that what that Grim Reaper does, or any type of person, Merovingian, in this position in your life, it takes your time, which is that shiny object, and gives you two options. It gives you two options. It says, man, you can take this blue pill or this red pill. And you say, well, damn, I ain't really tried ecstasy before, or Percocets, or none of that stuff. I ain't really down with that stuff. It ain't really a pill. It's a holy tablet. It's really a holy tablet. It's a tablet that's written in your heart, that's written on your heart. It's a tablet that's written on your heart because it represents the things that you have been through in life, and what's written on your heart. Really. So you take a holy tablet, and it's what you want to accept about yourself, what you want to accept and what you want to do, because you want to remember. You really want to remember. That's the only thing you want to remember. You want to. That's how you know you real, by remembrance. You feel me? So anyhow, the blue pill represents you forgetting. Like you forgetting, and you going back to the waters of your mother, and then you just forget every damn thing, but you still live. All right, and you get to live again. Now, the red pill is basically this. you can live, but you live like a vampire. You live like a blood sucker. It's not saying that's wrong, something wrong with red. It's just talking about the option of this. All right, because they represent two frequencies, blue being fast and red being slow. All right, now you can check me out on that. But that's what it is. So the red represents this, where you can just live like a vampire and blood suck or sacrifice people for whatever you want in life. You can just be like, man, I'm gonna sacrifice you as a crash dummy, or I'm gonna sacrifice whatever. And people have made blood sacrifices in order to gain riches. And you can say insurance scams or whatever like that. People have made, even in Hollywood, people have made blood sacrifices in order to gain riches to whatever secret society that they was connected with. All right. So this was all about that, taking a red pill. It's people that have faced death before, all the time. People have faced death before. They have seen death before. And the same thing happens, especially rich people that get connected with this. All right. They get to see higher things. Think about it. If you got money, you're privy to a lot of things that people ain't privy to, and that's spiritual technology. So you got to think about this. So they asked them the same thing. It's the red pill and the blue pill. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's you can live like a vampire, blood suck, eat all blood, and suck people's blood and blood sacrifice people, and you get to live for a very long time with riches. But it's a damnation to that. All right. Now, it's a connection with that. Whereas though you connect both pills together and you create the purple pill. Now you said, well, why is this significant with the purple pill? Because you got to realize that you become the sacrifice. You say, man, what? In order to get passage, I got to take these two where I forget something. And then you say, or whatever, or I got to sacrifice my peoples and I got to suck blood. You thinking about it like that. You say, nah, this don't make sense. So you say, man, I tell you what, I'll sacrifice myself and I'll forget I did it every time. That's in a sense, I forget or I forgive, I did it every time, because the reason why you'll forget, because you don't take the glory for it. You don't really take the glory for it. You give all glory to the Most High in the source, a force of creation that created all of us. You feel me? So it's like, yeah, you forget. You forget that you did it, or that whatever. You don't take no glory. Don't ever think that you did it. You do it. The Most High did it. The source that's in control of everything did it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it's all in connection. You know what I mean? But this is all dealing with your word, because trust me on that. When you take the pill, no matter what, you ingest the reality. You put yourself in situations that you have to deal with. Now, y'all say, man, I want to make a change in this resolution. I want to make a change this new year. Man, y'all better start. The first change you better make is a promise. Y'all better keep a damn promise. If you make a word, keep a promise. That's the purple pill. You know why? Because every Messiah, this is what happens with every Messiah. You know, they say this, right? This happens. I told you, you take the purple pill, you forget, right? But the Grim Reaper always come back to the Messiahs and say, man, remember that you said you was going to be a sacrifice for your people, for your loved ones. You wasn't going to sacrifice your loved ones. You was going to be the sacrifice. And that's what the Grim Reaper always say to you. And then it be things that happen in your life. What's up, Miss Button Experience? What's up, Miss Sapphire? I think I got your name right. Or Miss Sophia. You know I love you, man. I love you, baby. You my sister. But it's the purple pill. Trust me, when you take that purple pill, it's like the promise. The Grim Reaper always come back to you and say, yo, remember that promise you made? Remember that promise you made? That's why this connected with Judges chapter 11 with Jephthah, when he had to make a promise and he fulfilled it, because your word is your bond. And the purple pill is literally the sword, because the sword is made by fire and water. That's the only thing you can do to connect. To make a sword, you need fire and water, and which makes the element of purple, which is blue and red, Yes. So that's why I'm saying you get your crown by keeping your word. And with this new year, whatever y'all want to call it, it's a placebo effect on the world, literally, because we don't know what year it is. We don't, how the hell you can say it's two, we don't know what God darn year it is. We just know the cycles of things. That's the only thing that we know is the cycles of things. We like the universe is alpha and omega, man. It is no beginning, no ending, man. That's why they use the 1 and the 9. That's why they use the 1 and the 31. That's why they use the 1 and the 12. This is all connected up. Yo, what's up, brother D? You know I love you, brother D. Yeah, man. Yo, family. Shout out to the Messiah Code All Stars. I'm happy that y'all helping me make this move to YouTube because I'm gonna start growing this channel, man. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna start doing it like that for real. You're gonna say, Lamel, how you gonna grow this channel? Yo, Facebook is a lazy man's way of networking, to be honest. I realize that. And then I can pay for it in YouTube too. I can just like pay for it and just do some stuff like that. But I found a hotter way to do this because it makes me put boots on the ground again, man. Whereas though I get to talk to people. I got 15 subscribers today on YouTube because I was talking on the subway in Baltimore, just talking. And I couldn't tune in the network because I was in the subway. But people, I got 15 subscribers just for me talking to one lady. And somebody said, wow, I like what I'm hearing. Where you? I said, man, go check me on this, which is the Messiah Code. That means we own that. Hashtag the Messiah Code. You'll find this and you'll find yourself. Anybody on here, I'm giving y'all shout outs. Y'all part of this. Y'all part of this movement for what we doing, man. Y'all are the people that I know who's who. You got to realize that when I was in Facebook, I was in a private setting where as though I can block people random. And I got over 200 people on my block list. So I got over 200 people on my block list. It's a lot of people that I ran into that really don't like me or don't really like what I do in a sense. They really want to just, and the only reason why I blocked them, not because they said something that's real, because they disagree with me, because it's people that's my friends that disagree with me in a sense, but they still my friends. We can still rock out. But it is like, because they was really coming at me real stupid. And I was just like, man, I'm not dealing with this. But y'all got to realize what I go through when I do this. I put myself in a situation where, I become a target for stuff like that. But I'm cool with it because I'm able to hold water. You know what I'm saying? But people don't get what's going on truly. So Facebook was a private setting, and it was a way that I can connect privately with people that I wanted to connect with. You know what I mean? Real. You know what I mean? And now that we move into YouTube, it's going to be more public. It's going to be more public. It's going to be a sense that I know who's who on here. You know what I'm saying? I know who rocked out with me for whatever, and you gonna see how much success. Man, we got over 200 subscribers in less than a week organically. Do you get that? As the Messiah Code, come on, man, give us a hand. You part of it. Like, y'all, it's going to be a time where I'm telling y'all to teach. I'm going to tell y'all to teach, man. Peace, King. You already know, Dogon. Yo, it's going to come a time where I'm going to tell y'all to teach this code, man. Yo, we got over 200 subscribers in less than a week organically. You know what that means? I'm like, man, I'm taking it back to that, man. You can't set a revolution off on Facebook, I don't think. And I think the closest thing to it you can do is YouTube, because the U could be standing for universal. You know what I'm saying? It stands for universal, but it's also just a way that you can hit the world. It's a way that you can hit the world. You can't do that where they privy you to 5,000 friends, man. And half of them friends are fake friends and they're spam. You can't do that. So we got the opportunity to connect. I told y'all, I need 7 sisters, man, that really are about that work. I need 7 sisters that's going to do the Yorim through Mem. I need 7 sisters. Y'all going to take on 7 sisters only. Y'all can only take on 7 sisters. Don't take on 7 more. Just take on 7 sisters. That's it. And those 7 got to take on 7 only. It's a code. It's a codex. And it's a reason why I say this, why y'all need to do it like that. All right? Now, you can, when I put out the book, I'm going to put out the book January 1st. Just give me anything and I'll give it to you. All right? That's the importance of it. And I'm not asking for a donation. For people that say, oh man, he's asking for a donation so he'll give you nothing. No, I'm giving you a book that you can actually read that I've been working on for the last month. I really wanted to put it out fast, but I took my time with it because it's the introduction to magic and divination. This is serious. This is serious. This is one of the most serious books that you will ever read. You will ever read, because it's it's a lot of my experience when I was in the desert. It was a lot of my experience when I was in the desert. So I got ancient symbols from relatives of mine. They gave me these symbols and they said, man, how they make you feel? They said, man, well, you want to divinate, you want to learn how to do divination. They took me through certain tests and they said, man, how did this make you feel? And I said, man, it made me feel like that. And they said, write it down. And I gave it to y'all. And this actually became a way to divinate. All right. So shout out to the people that know the code, man. Everybody should know the code right now. We should be writing letters to each other in the code. I ain't gonna hold you on that. We should be writing each other letters in the Codex. No doubt. You know what I mean? Because if we do that, we're gonna be a problem. You know what I mean? So man, I came late with this, but I wanted to put that in the comments for the people. I wanted to put that in the comment section. Oh, what is that? Boom. Yeah, the 616, in reference to the 616 and being in the lion's den, man, and coming out of the lion's den, the 616, man. Let me tell y'all something, man. We all going through something right now. Stop acting like you got problems bigger than the next person. We all got problems in a certain sense, a certain type of way. We all got problems. The idea is to rise above these problems, man. You know what I mean? A promise is a promise, man. Look, man, when that king threw Daniel in the lion's den, he asked them really, call, like, where's your power at, man? Can you get these lions to purr to you, man? Or he gonna put? He was a lamb. He was literally a lamb in a den with lions. But he was the den, because he was Daniel. Or Dan. Yeah, he was the judge. He was the real judge. But he was in the 616, coming out of the 616, controlling those lions. You feel me? Now, you got to realize the lion paw is the grip. The lion paw is the grip. This is how you get out of the 616. You want to know how to get out of 616? Make a couple promises to yourself in reference to what you want to do. And then you use the lion's paw, you use the lion's grip to pull yourself out of that, out of the 616. Because in a sense, it's the promise. You making these promises, man. You got to really know that a vow is a vow. Now, you only got 5 vows in there. A, E, I, and I owe you. I might owe you some money. I owe you some money. But if I owe you some money, I'm going to make sure I give it. If I owe you something, time, if I owe you life, I want to make sure I give it. A, E, I, O, U. Yeah, we only got 5 vowels, man. Either way, a vow is a vow, man. I told people about making the vow of a Nazarite. I said, man, you got to separate yourself, man. People ain't ready for that. And you want to learn the code, but the code is us separating ourselves, man. They have programmed us. They have literally programmed us. Now we got a way to rewrite reality. That's the purple pill, man. Trust me on that. When that Grim Reaper comes back to you and say, man, didn't you promise you was going to be a sacrifice for your people? You said you wasn't going to sacrifice your people, right? A promise is a promise. Didn't he say that? You had to sacrifice yourself. And guess what you sacrificed? Your time, your devotion to God and God's people, or whatever you want to call it. What's up? What's up, Charles? Peace, King. I see my people's coming in the building. Thank you for making a comment, bro. I can't see you unless you make a comment. Throw up them MeWe's, man. Put them MeWe's up. If you in here, put them MeWe's up. I can't see you if you in here. It's not like Facebook. You know what I mean? I can look on here, maybe. See if I can look on my computer and see people. It still doesn't show me people in here. Yeah, I think it shows me. I'm going to learn how to do this YouTube, man. Give me time, man. Give me time with this. Either way, I'm going to still give y'all knowledge, man. You know what I mean? I'm still give y'all the stuff that we need to do on here. I'm cool with this. You know, all the Facebook stuff. Lamel, you gave up Facebook. You got thousands and thousands of views on Facebook. Why did you stop doing that? Look, listen, move with me, y'all. Please move with me, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, please move with me, man. Don't get caught up in whatever, man. Like, I know a lot of my peoples, we connected like that, but Listen, it's time to face the book for real. You know what book we facing? That's the record of what we doing, man. That's you the judge. At the end, you the judge. So when you get the purple pill, yeah, you sacrifice yourself. It's time to sacrifice yourself. Every Messiah sacrificed their self. They know that. They wash with the blood of the Lamb. They wash with the blood of the Lamb. And then they come out wearing all white, meaning that they shiny. And you can say that this is all white. No, this is all black. Because it's like that's the yin and the yang. That's the purple pill. That's why the purple is like the yin and the yang in a sense. Because it's like I told you, God's light is so bright, it literally blinds you and turns your eyes to darkness, and you running around like this. I can't see nothing because God's light is so goddamn bright. Yeah. Trust me on that. Yo, Operation, let's grow this channel, y'all. Look, Operation our community. Forget all that other stuff, man. Like, I don't need nothing from nobody, to be honest. I don't need nothing. Only thing I need is people to just understand that we doing this as a movement. So we got to make this grow. I need people to be teachers and leaders, man. I sent y'all books. If I sent y'all books, please be able to teach from them books. Especially them scripture books that I give y'all, which are the master key applications. You get what I'm saying? Because every book that I'm writing right now, just like I took back 2 books, Inception of Mental Reality and I Got the Keys. I'm redoing those books. Inception of Mental Reality and I Got the Keys. I'm redoing those books. And I started off from the 3rd book, which is basically the Cosmic Throne, which is today, the Thursday, the Cosmic Throne. So the reason why I say that, because they challenged me to write a scripture. And I said the only way I can write a scripture if it's mathematically connected with the mainframe. That's the only way I can write a scripture. So I had to codify everything I was saying. And I realized one thing. I said, man, I realized something that I was saying to myself, or something I said to everybody else. We are the ancient artifacts that they are going to uncover 2,000 years from now. And I just started going hard. But we always upgrading. We always upgrading the mainframe as we speak. You know what I mean? But I see these things, man. I say, man, it's no way that you can claim in any right to say, wow, we can't do this. Why can't we do this? Why can't we be great? Why can't we do things ourselves? You get what I'm saying? So that's the importance of keeping a promise between each other, and that's the purple pill. We all got to take that purple pill. For real, to be affiliated with this, let's all take that purple pill. That purple pill is royalty. Trust me on that. That purple pill is where you get your crown at. Because if you're willing to sacrifice yourself for me, and I'm willing to sacrifice myself for you, oh man, I had a verse for this in the Bible. I had a hot verse for this. I'm trying to remember what verse it was. I had such a hot verse. Let me see if I can remember it. Yeah, it's at the top of the dome. Damn, it's a 131 too. Yeah. Oh. 1 Corinthians. Yeah. Let me slaughter it with that. 1 Corinthians 13. That's funny, man. That's so funny. Look. Put that in there, man. Let's drop the code. Let's drop the code. My fault. Put that in the comment section. Pardon me, I'm boring y'all. But yeah, I gotta drop the code, man. It's our higher consciousness, man. We gotta build this community. We gotta build it right, man. This is a test. It's one of the many tests that we're gonna go through. Trust me on that. It's an objective on this. The objective on this is that we all entrepreneurs. In some sort of way, we bring something to the table. And this is the higher degree of our consciousness. That's the me. Me is we. When I say we all leaders, man, you better be a leader in some sort of way. This the leadership qualities that we bringing out in the messiahship. It's like that's what we bringing out. It ain't all about whatever. You gonna say, well, let me talk a lot. Well, shit. It's a lot of other people that do things that I don't do. I talk a lot. You know what I mean? But more or less, it's just a way of connecting and resonating and how we connect with the code. You know, it's other people that do so many things that makes this so valid, man. I need soldiers. I need soldierettes. I need sisters that want to take on this Urim through Mem and be able to divinate. When they ask me to predict their future, I'm gonna say one of my sisters to do it. And I want y'all to take it serious. I'm gonna have to counsel y'all on how to do it, but only thing y'all gotta do is study and just do it. All right. Now let me give you an introduction. All right, for the people for the sisters that's gonna get, y'all gonna all for the people that's gonna donate and get the book. That's cool. All right, but listen, when you get the cards, you got 41. It's not cards; they're symbols. It's in the book. You take those symbols and you put it on a card or anything that you want to put it on. All right. So I would put it on a card because it's 41 cards. I just did it like that. So you can have it and be able to do it anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So what you do is it's 41 cards and you're the 1 for 1. So you can do a 3-card spread, a 7-card spread with people. It depends on how you really feel comfortable with it. All right. Now, it's principles that you have to learn before you actually adjust the reality, because you got to realize this, that when you do this divination, you're going to be doing it not only for them, you're going to be doing it for yourself. It's going to flow through you because you become a medium for this. So you got to realize what you're getting yourself into when a person is asking you for a reading. That's why sometimes people that do readings, they don't really do too well in life. You know what I'm saying? Because they inherit a lot of people's problems. They don't get that. That's like a gift and curse of magic. That's one thing I want to warn you about. You know what I mean? So you got to be willing to take that. Why you think they said that the harlot was dressed in purple in the book of Revelations, chapter what is that? Chapter 20 is chapter, I forget, chapter 18, 19, one of them. They talk about how the harlot was dressed in purple because she was taking on everybody's problem. She was literally like a whore, if you want to call it a Horus. She was a Horus, a mountainous one. You know what I mean? Not a whore like how y'all call it, but they say a harlot. But it was like more or less she was like she's taking on the burdens of the world. She's a Messiah. She's a Messiah. That's why I want to tell y'all, take it on the purple pill. And you want to say, wow, yeah, because I realized that too, man. When I did readings, earlier in life I started doing readings 20 years ago. And for people that follow me, like Brother Dwayne Rose, he know, man, that I was doing readings and stuff like that 20 years ago with the Urim through Mem. 20 years ago. You got to think about how long ago that was. You know what I mean? And for me to give it to y'all now, and it's so beautiful. You said it ain't easy, but yeah, you're right. You're right, Miss Sophia. It ain't easy. But I'm gonna need 7 sisters to do that. You know, when I get, they gotta take on responsibility, man. You a medium. You take on the burdens of the world. You take on the burdens of the world. That's one thing that you got. That's why I said, man, this is so serious, because I was on a brother's live feed the other yesterday. He had me laughing. I forget his name, man. But he had me so laughing. He was so intense, man. But in a certain type of way, he made sense. He was on Facebook. I forget his name, but he was so funny to me. How hype he was, right? But in some types of ways, he was made sense because he was from New Orleans and he experienced magic the way, in a certain type of way, I experienced magic when I was in New Orleans. Or when I was in Los Angeles, it was a whole nother ball game. Skid Row and all that stuff. Yo, it's a whole nother ball game. I done seen people take a dollar bill and turn it into a $10 bill, and make a $10 bill into a $100 bill. And you say, man, that's magic. I done seen it done in LA like that. And I seen the same thing in New Orleans too. I said, man, that's a hot magic trick. I like that. You feel me? Seen the same thing. But it's a lot of things that I saw in the realms of magic with this. And I learned. Yeah, man. That's a promise that you got to do, man. You got to be willing to take on the burdens of the world, man. You got to think about it. Why you think when they said the Messiah was walking through and a lady touched him, he said, man, who the hell touched me? Because he was an empath in a sense. He was an empath. When a person touches him, he feels it in a certain type of way because he takes on their sins. He takes on their sins. He takes on their problems. He because he feels for people. He got love in his heart. You feel me? People didn't know that. So he said, man, who the hell touched me? And she touched him and was healed. Because he took all her problems away and took them on to himself. He said, man, I can deal with them. Trust me on that. Yes, I'm also an empath, man. It's hard when you touch people and you're an empath. Man, I'm like that, man. I can feel death. Man, y'all don't know how it is to feel death. I can feel death. Like, that stuff make me feel crazy. I can feel it so much. You want me to be real about it? I can feel death. Man, and I ain't gonna hold you. I can feel death. It's a spirit. I can tell when the Grim Reaper is sitting right there. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. And you know one of the ways that you in touch with death, how you can feel death, you gotta kill somebody, man. You know, say, Lamel, you killed somebody? Yeah, I killed somebody. Legally. I legally killed somebody. I pulled the plug on my uncle. I had to make a decision on my uncle on pulling his plug rather than letting him suffer. It was me and my other uncle, my Uncle Charlie, the one that gave me the Bible. Yeah, it was between me and him to say, yo, pull the plug on this man. Yeah. And ever since then, I done felt death on a whole nother level. Because that's the only way you can feel death. Literally, you got to kill something. Trust me on that. And we'll all have that decision where we have to do what's right. Have an honorable sacrifice. But I had to do that for my uncle, and he was my favorite uncle. He was my favorite uncle, and I had to pull the plug. Man, them doctors was doing stupid stuff to him. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. And I sat there with him. I held him for a long time. Long time. Stood there for days. I went to Boston. I drove away from California to Boston for this. Real talk. My uncle, man, I had to put him in death. It was me. And I was the one that had to talk to all the family. You know how much of a burden that was? That really connected my heart, because I said, man, damn, man, I ain't never had to make no decision like that ever in my life. And I never want to make that decision ever again for none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Or place the burden in y'all hands for me. You know what I'm saying? But that was hard. It was hard on me to deal with that for years. It took me a couple of years to get over that. You know what I'm saying? The fact that I was the one to say, the doctors came to me. Like, my uncle, he can't read. Y'all got to understand, my Uncle Charlie can't read. So they showed my Uncle Charlie the paperwork. He don't know what so guess who he say? Talk to him. I'm like, talk to me. And I'm like, so much burn. Like, yeah. And I'm like, damn, what I'm committing to. Like, this is shit. This is real shit. You know what I mean? What you committing to. And like I said, my uncle can't read. That's the main reason. And I'm the oldest child. I'm the oldest child, literally, of the family. So it's my uncle and it's me. Like, far as being the oldest, besides my mom. All right? Now, like I said, he placed that on me. And I said, man, damn. I said, damn. He called me from California. I had to come way from California to Boston, driving. We all went up there, man. I said, yo, man, look, boom. And he placed that on me, and I said, Dad. And I had to do the right thing. I had to do the right thing. Thank you, Miss April. I think that's your name. Yeah, thank you, Miss April. Yeah, man, I had to do it. That weighed on my consciousness for a long time. And I had to get it together. And I got it together. But ever since then, I'm in touch with death. I'm in touch with life and death. I done had so many children. I got 12 children. Not to mention the ones that I have seen born that ain't even mine. That ain't even mine that I done seen born. I done delivered 2 babies. People don't even know that. 2 of my kids, Domingo and Sia, the ones that I got custody of now, yeah, I delivered them in the doctor's office. Yeah, I'm the one that turned the head. Yeah, I did that. I said, man, I know what I'm doing. Let me do this. And I did that. Real talk. And then it came right out. Both of them came right out. And guess what? I was right there as the first one with my 2 sons that I got custody of right now. Yeah, we did that in the hospital, and they allowed me to do it because I really forced my hand on it, to be honest. Because, man, it comes a time where as though you gotta figure this out. If you don't figure it out, then who's going to figure it out for you? You said, oh, yeah, Miss Jan. Shout out to Miss Jan. What's up? But, yeah, I had to do that. My 2 sons that I got custody of now, I had to do that with them. And it was a beautiful thing just to have that experience because I know when it goes down, I'll be ready for it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, right, brother. That's what. So I got experience of life and death. Life and death, man. And I realized the more life you give, the more death you bring in the world sometimes, man. I said, man, I placed a burden on my children because I still gave them life, but I gave them death. I gave them the experience of death, man. That's a heavy burden when you think about it like that. You say, man, people always want to have sex and make babies and bring babies and stuff in this world, but they don't think about the fact that you scared to die and you want to bring somebody else in the world and you want to make their asses scared to die also. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense. So we definitely got to be responsible with our power, man, and realize the burden of choice. And a promise is a promise. That's why I told y'all I brought this up, man, for y'all. I brought up Judges because I let you be the judge. I brought up Judges chapter 11 and I said, man, Jephthah, when he had to make a promise, man, Jephthah had to make a promise. He regretted it to conquer the Ammonites, man. The Ammon, or everybody that says amen or Amin or Amin Ra or anybody, he conquered those people because he realized the principle of promise was better than just saying amen. Like you witness or you faithful in a hidden perspective, but it's consecration with this, man, and it's concentration in this, and a promise is a promise, and a vow is a vow for whatever you got to do in life, man, and that will actually bring you better into what we doing this new year. That's what this build is about. You know what I'm saying? How many stories you have? I got a lot of stories, Miss Jan, to be honest. Like, man, I'm turning 40 this year, y'all. I'm happy. I'm turning 40 this year. I'm already count that. That's a blessing. And then a lot of this information came to me when I start being 40, to be honest. Like around this time, between 38, 39, and 40 is when God started raining upon me harder. Through the course of my life, I've been studying and going through schools of thought, different schools of thought, man. Sacred houses, I've been in sacred orders, different things, man. And it's like, man, when I became 38, which was 19 and 19, my whole life changed. That was 2017. My whole life changed, man. And I just felt God. I felt God on a whole nother wave. And it's like, that's all I gotta tell you, man. It's the source, man. We all growing. But shoot, because you gotta realize you become into another adult 20. After 2021, you come into another adulthood. The next 20 years, you're growing like a baby again. You're growing like a baby again in maturity. You know what I'm saying? The next 20 years from 20 to 40. That's why a prophet becomes a prophet at 40. Trust me on that. It says that in the Bible and the Quran. How Moses and Muhammad became a prophet at 40. Or they got something at 40. Trust me on that. That's very significant. So it's a cycle of things and a cycle of manifestation. And for all the older people, y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what's going on, but I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you said no kidding. You said no kidding. Yo, this is a different type of YouTube. I be paying attention to what's in the comment section. I can't wait till like 500 people on here. I'm still gonna be paying attention to what's in the comment section. But yeah, man. You just learn things, man. You said I know enough. 50 years old. Yeah, you already know, Charles. Yeah, man. You get those things, man. You go through things, man, in life, and you live and you learn, man. A promise is a promise, man. Jephthah didn't want to do that, man. That's why the sword is your word. This is the purple pill. This is the purple pill that we taking, man. You being the sacrifice for your people. You not being the Draculas, man, that's taking the red pill, man. You not being those that's just being washed away in forgetfulness. That this state is suckers, man. That's taking the blue pill, man. You that person that's taking the red pill. I mean, the purple pill. Real talk. Trust me on that, man. A promise is a promise. A promise is a promise. That's how you gonna get your crown. Thank you, brother Charles. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, we not taking none of them pills. We taking a purple pill. You know what I mean? Look, the universe is purple, man. If you think about it, if you look at the universe, it is purple. Why? Because it's love and hate clashing like wow, all blue and red, wow, oh man, desire and quench the desire, wow, oh man, all they're just like wow. And that's why the universe, if you really look at it, it looks purple when you just see it for what it's worth. You know what I'm saying? It looks like that way. Because it's a balance where you stand in the middle and you got to know how to move in this. And once you know how to move in this and know how to be balanced, everything else comes easy, man. But a promise is a promise. Trust me on that, man. And that's why it was so important to look up Judges chapter 11 on this bill in reference to this, because a promise is a promise. We coming into the new year. Look, listen, you can start from right now. Start from right now. I got something that I want y'all to do every day, man. Before you go to sleep, and after you, and when you wake up, to say, yo, thank you, Most High God, whatever force that you call it. I want you to say thank you, man. I'm giving thanks right now. I appreciate you. Just say, man, I'm ready to do this, man, and just make all my problems fade away, and I shall. And then give your source one promise. Because if it's an action, I told you God is an action, right? Which is a verb. So therefore, you got to commit a verb or connect a dot with a verb. So make a promise to yourself and your source and fulfill that promise, man. Small promises. Don't say, yo, I promise I'm going to do some shit that I don't think I'm going to do. Just promise some small promises, man. Yo, you can have small goals, and all those goals, everything will come, man. Just start with small goals, man, for whatever you want. Trust me, and you will get it. You will get your big goals, and then meet those small barriers, man. I look at that, man. I told y'all my car broke down. I didn't ask nobody for a donation for my car. Did I? Did I hop on here and say, man, listen, I start boo-hooing, right? Listen, I didn't get on here and start boo-hooing. Man, I told y'all my car broke down. I still got to get to my workplace where I go to make money. I hate to call it a job or whatever niggas call that, a plantation, whatever. I hate to call it that. But I still had to get to that situation. And I have to go through hell to get to this job because my car broke down. But I didn't boo-hoo. You know what I told people? If you gave me a donation, I was giving you my book. And I didn't ask for much. I just said, man, give whatever. I deal with my own problems. I deal with my own situation for what it's worth. And I handles that for what it's worth. That don't have nothing to do with this. That don't have nothing to do with this, man. I give my all, man. Like, trust me, I had to actually, for me to get to get to where I had to get to, man, I had to actually I had to do I had to freaking walk 7 miles, or no, ride my bike 7 miles. And that's just one day. That's because I got a ride today. You know what I'm saying? But shoot, usually it's 14 miles a day. I gotta ride my bike. Or no, it's not 14, it's about 10. It's about 10 to 12 miles a day. I gotta ride my bike and stuff to get to my job so I can just make some money right now. Because I know I'm just trying to save up so I can different things that I need to make this movement grow. I'm not asking nobody for nothing for that. I'm not. I'm gonna get that. And guess what? I'm gonna share. I'm gonna be a sacrifice for everybody. Because when I get that stuff, like I'm not in. You want to know what I'm in this for? Like it's been people that y'all saw grow on YouTube that had wooden beads at first, and then now they got gold chains. I don't think you want to see me do that because I got gold teeth, and that's the only thing I really rock. But I didn't get that from nobody's donation. You know what I'm saying? I got that from hard work. But it's just I don't want to be that. Like when my goal with this is I'm going to get some land and I'm gonna tell some people to come on, whether y'all give to me or not. Whether y'all give me any damn thing, I'm gonna get some land. I'm gonna get some people that really want to assimilate some stuff with me, and then we're gonna build a business. And with this business, we're gonna provide the world with what we got to offer, which is the Messiah code. Trust me, and that's all. That's my goal, and to build a network and for us to take care of our families with that and to build entrepreneurs. I want to make sure everybody here can at least be making 70 grand a year messing with this Messiah code that's connected with this. That's saying, oh man, I'm part of the board of directors of the Messiah code. Okay. And because we got products that's Gary come out, we got people that's working on herbs that deal with the Messiah code that's strictly for somebody's blood type and log date. We got people that are really doing different things in the background of this. We got rappers that are making albums for the Messiah code. You know what I'm saying? We got different people that are doing what they do and bringing it to the table. And this is one of the many reasons why I bought the cards to y'all, because I said, man, everybody's into this divination thing, and I know what it's hitting for on that, so I'm gonna share it. And I'm gonna share the knowledge. And the hottest thing about it is y'all got me here with y'all. It's like if y'all go back to the tarot card system or any system like that, the people that created the system are not around. You know what I mean? If you buy it at Walmart or Rite Aid or one of these places, the tarot cards, and I'm not going hard on tarot cards because I love y'all, but I'm just saying the people that created it are not around. They're most like the system. They're most likely gone. You know what I'm saying? So the idea is that you connecting with somebody that is here with right here with you, that it's real. We all real. I tell people that the Bible is fake and all that, but the biggest problem of it is I'm real. And I take and simulate those stories in my life, whatever's relevant. If it's not relevant, I just let it pass by my head. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people say it's contradictions in the Bible. It's many contradictions in the Bible. If you want to be real, it's many things that people say, oh man, that's a contradiction. But it's one thing that's not a contradiction. It's how you apply it to yourself. It's not a contradiction because you know that you are the realest thing that they ever wrote. So if you're the realest thing that they ever wrote, how can it be a contradiction with you living your life and how you adjust in reality? Is you making yourself better, man. That's it, man. You taking those principles and you sucking the nectar from those principles and you making it what it need to be for yourself. That's what you doing with this. You feel me? So that's how it's all in a codex. That's why it's codex is a tree. It's a tree, man. Because if you go into the 22nd chapter of Revelations, how it talk about the river that was flowing for God became a tree, which is the codex, man. This one, man. Oh, you want me to go to Revelation 22nd chapter, man? It talks about how the 12 becomes the river, or the tree becomes the river. But the tree, the reason why they relate it to the tree, because the tree of life is the codex, man. Codex means the tree. Either way, the family tree. So we all connecting the dots. We connecting so many dots right now. Shout out to everybody. Wow. It's 10:11. 111. All three ones are one. I see the code. I just looked at the time. Every time I just look at time, in a sense, I plug back into reality. I plug back into the mainframe and say, well, thank you, God. All 131. It's 1011. 131. All three ones are one. This is what I'm saying. You gotta look at the code like that. I'm gonna show y'all to put your code glasses on. You know what I'm saying? 7-Eleven. You already know. That's God's store right there, the 171. Go into the Quran, the 17th chapter, the first verse. because that's 17,171. 17,1. But that's the 7-Eleven. That's the store that's open all night long. God's store is open all night long, the 7-Eleven, because God is the king. Because you got 7 for God and 11 for what? King, which is the vitamin K, the 19th element. You already know. The 7-Eleven is always, God's store is always open, man. Trust me on that. I told people how God got a help wanted sign out. I said, man, God got a help wanted sign, man. God, you walking past that sign and not even calling the number up. You know, we got to call that number up. Once you call that number up, help wanted sign, you'll realize your purpose in life and how you fulfilling certain things. Trust me on that, man. But it's all in the code. It's all literally in the Codex for what it is. And as you see it like that, you just resonate, you vibrate, and you move with creation, man. You like a 141 or a 414 that know the 411. Literally, because you able to move on all fours, which is north, east, south, and west, or math, which is division, adding, subtraction, and multiplication. You able to move on all floor. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, dang, man. Yeah, okay, I can see the mainframe, and I'm able to connect all these dots, man. I told everybody come from the center. What you say, Mr. Ma'unk? You said, exalted is he who took his servant by the night, ooh, by the masjid. Ooh, she brought up the 171. That's the phone number to ascension right there. Thank you, Miss Ma'unk. That's why we're Israelites, not associate with the Hebrew Israelites. We're Israelites because we make an ascension, because that's when Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam made an Isra. It's called an Isra. That's the name of the chapter L, Isra. That's where you get ascended. That's the temple. That's the 7-Eleven. That's the store that's open all night long. Remember I told you, I said 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. Yeah, that's the 7-Eleven that's open 24/7. Real talk. And never closes. God is God's ascension. When you can make that ascension to the source or the higher power, yeah, it's always been available for you. It's just the idea about tapping into it. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to say, well, what's the 171? I don't get that. Because think about it. When you go on I told you about going on all fours, right? Going on all four, but you can go on all 7. You can go on all 7, which is the 7 points, or you can go on all 9. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So you can go on all 7, which is your 4 points down the bottom, and then your 3 up top, or you can go on all 9 and hit your elbows 2 and add 2 to it, and then now you got 9 instead of 7. You know what I'm saying? Now you got 9. Now you want all 9, which is oneness, which is you making the phone number to 1, the 911. You literally making a phone call to 911 because 9 is the 1. You going on all 9. You didn't went on all 7. Now you went on all 9. All right? And this is how I want y'all to approach the throne, man. I want y'all to approach the throne humble, man. You don't got to feel like you big and bad the face that to hit the earth, man. Don't be too big and bad to hit the earth, man, to make your head hit the earth. I'm serious on that. For anybody that really wants to learn something in life, learn to make your head hit the earth, man. And Lamel ain't here in front of your face and saying, oh, man, oh, yeah, do it. No, you going to be by your damn self. Hit your head on that earth and thank God or thank the source. Well, I don't care what name you want to use. And say, yo, I'm ready. Because you got to realize a symbiote comes from your brain and it literally strikes the ground like a hammer and it cracks the ground. It cracks the ground when you hit it because it's electricity flowing from your brain and that hits the earth and then it has basically a negative polarity. So now you got the positive charge hitting it and it's like, you don't get that? The earth has a negative charge. It's a negative charge. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is the positive charge. You hit it, pow. That's on that, pow, man. What happens when you take a positive and a negative force and you hit them together? Purple pill. What happens? Y'all ever did that with y'all battery, with y'all car battery, try to make it work, and then you just say, psh. That's the same thing that happens. The spark that hits that when you make your head hit the ground. That's the same thing. Y'all want the earth to hear y'all. Y'all want the universe to hear y'all. This was a way that you made the universe hear you. Trust me on that. This was one of the many ways that you made the universe hear you, because it's literally an electromagnetic connection, man, to all this. It's literally, I don't know if I'm using that word right in the right context for what I'm thinking, but you gotta say, man, it hits it so hard, it cracks the world. It cracks the world. 9/11, that the son of Arabia would be awakened in a fearsome eagle. Godly, the mu'mineen, they call the mu'minun. Yes, the faithful ones and sisters. Godly, yes, Mr. Oh, godly, yes, I love that. Calling up 911 right now. Like, man, people that argued how the Quran is fake. People that argue how the Bible is fake. But a lot of times people didn't take the principles in these things. Shout out to Cherie. What's up, sister Cherie? But people didn't even take the principles on these things because they got so smart. They like, it's like, remember I told you, I said that the 3-card Monte. I said, man, the 3-card Monte was basically the 3-card Monte, one of them was good for food, was pleasant to the eyes, was able to make one wise. A lot of people get into this knowledge stuff because they just want to sound smart. You know what I'm saying? They just really want to sound smart. And it got to be a deeper reason of why you in this. You know what I'm saying? You got to be in it for something else than just to sound smart. Man, it was good for food, was able to make one wise. The good for food was pleasant to the eyes, was able to make one wise. You know what I'm saying? This stuff is real. So let me put that back in the comment section for the people. Let me get it. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna put that back in the comment section for everybody, so you can kind of figure deal where I'm coming from. All right. Did it do it? Bam. Damn, with simplicity, man. Trust me, you can be very intelligent and very simple at the same time. Yo, I wrote a rap. Today. Ooh, I wrote a rap today, y'all. I said, man, I'm going to get back to poetry. I said, look, I'm going to get back to poetry. Let me get back to poetry. I'm going to get off at 10:31. So that way we log out in space and time on the 131 frequency. Yo, Sai International, from whom averted today Allah has granted mercy. Golly, she pulling out the code. Man, slay them with the code. I don't even got to slay y'all with the code no more. I got my sisters ready to teach the code. They ready. They ready. No matter how you try to put people down and for whatever life they living, man, they still ready, man. And they God sent, man. Trust me on that. They God sent. It's people ready for the code. They're seeing the code now. They like, Lamel, something just happened. Somebody just gave me some money and boom, boom, boom. Yo, man, the license plate had such. I said, man, I tell you, it's the code. I had people call me up all the time talking about they seen the code somewhere and it happened in their life. And I said, man, yo, it's the code. Trust me. You just got to know how to navigate through reality with it. So, man, if I give y'all this, man, y'all gonna say, man, Lamel, you should, I don't know if you should rap. But, this is hardcore. I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna practice it. I'm gonna wait till I practice it a couple times. But it's so hot. One of the bars I said on this, yo, let me say that I'm enjoying myself with y'all real quick. But it's still some knowledge in it. But I said something. I said, golly, I said, what you assume is fate, I repudiate. My mind is in the future, but the reflection is quaint. That's deep. I'm just running words so people can increase their vocabulary. So there's like ways I do it in the poetry. So I say, yo, what I assume is fate, I said, what you assume is fate, I can repudiate. My mind is in the future, but the reflection is quaint. Food for thought, I'm carnivorous with a vibration that's vociferous. stepping up the vocabulary, so you have to learn. I said, oh man, this is stepping up the vocabulary, so you have to learn. Even if I was to make a taciturn, these sycophants, I'm sick of it. They lack the germ. I'm black and prouder than James Brown when he had a perm. Yo, I'm gonna go hard on here. Yo, I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna drop some bars. I'm gonna get back to that, man. I love poetry, man. I love poetry. Poetry is the most beautiful thing to just say whatever you want to say. Yeah. I got another one I wrote, man. It's something, man. It's like, yo, this dude is, I said, false prophets teaching, reaching the limelights. Sorry, you can't find the height of my consciousness. I'm so beyond the earth. I say I'm so beyond the earthly realm, creep, because I'm your nightmare on Elm Street. With the dream that never died, that's Elvis P. I was trapped in the belly of the bee. Yo, man, I was gonna say some stuff, man. I can't wait. 361 degrees. Yo, man, I got a couple more minutes. Say whatever y'all want to say on here. I just had to get that off. We got about we logging off at 10:31. All right. You said 361. You already know John 3:16 is 361. What about the 613 commandments that Moses brought down from the mountains of his mother? You already know that adds to 10. Oh, 10 fingers and 10 toes. You damn right. When he came from the mountains of his mother, he had 10 fingers and 10 toes, which is 361. Yeah, I know. Man, I slay him with that code all day. I slay him with all that code. That's 19 times 19. Yo, real talk. But I love y'all, man. What y'all gotta say? Come on, man. Say something real quick before I get off, man. Let's build. You know, I had to get up. Man, I had to get up 4 o'clock this morning, man. Shout out to me, man. I'm Gary. Get another vehicle. I'm gonna save up some money. I'm gonna get my business mind together. You know, it's a lot. I'm juggling so much, man. Sometimes they be making me so weak just from paying attention to so many things. And that'd be blowing my mind. But trust me, I'm gonna get on. I'll be alright. You said we have certainly created you, mankind. She's still dropping the code. Look. Ascension. Look at that. She just dropping the 711, the 171 square. She's dropping the 171 square. Thank you, Miss LaOnk. I don't even gotta do it no more. I got lioness. I got sisters that are lioness out here. That's you want to put Daniel in the lion's den? You know what you put? You put him in a den with lioness that's gonna rip you apart. Because Daniel was a lion himself. You get that? If they put him in a den with lions, they were female lions. Because Daniel was the Lion of Judah himself. Facts. If you want to call it like that. Not Judah, but he's the lion, literally guiding those back to Yah or getting those to praise Yah. Yeah. He is one of the Judites, one of the leaders. Yeah. But they threw him in a lion den with female lions that's ready to rip people up. Facts. Shout out to everybody, man. I love y'all, man. I'm really happy that we making this move to YouTube. Hopefully this will grow. I'm gonna start doing my best to come in at 8 o'clock or around that time. So look for me around 8 o'clock so I can pump it out. We can be on prime time. I know half of y'all shows be on at 8 o'clock, so I don't know if I'm gonna be on at 8 o'clock all the time. You know what I'm saying? But we all got Netflix and all that stuff. You know. Y'all watching Love and Hip Hop, say LaMail or Love and Hip Hop. Well, shit, we can watch Love and Hip Hop together and build on some knowledge while we doing it. I be pretending you my boo thing, or we just chilling, whatever. I don't care. But long as we growing. I don't really like the Love and Hip Hop vibe, but I like what Papoose and what's the name is doing, Remy Ma is doing. I love that. It inspires couples, man, two coming as a pair. They really inspiring people, man. I really don't big people up like that or plug people, but I really respect what they doing. That gives a whole understanding of a relationship. How you gotta respect somebody for their passion. And if you have imagine if you have your mate and both of y'all got the same passion, how far y'all asses can grow, how much y'all can grow together. If you had a mate that had a passion that was aligned with yours, that's like Remy Ma and Papoose, man. That's why I respect them, man. I respect the fact that they align their passions, man. I'm ready to do that with somebody. I would love to do that with somebody. Be passionately aligned with this. Facts, you know? But it's all in due time. We all have our destiny and we all got things that we go through to grow as beings. But trust me, it's always somebody or somebody's for us, that can handle us in a certain type of way. He said my nana giving up on me. It's all good. He said my head, I'm not evenly yoked. Just don't worry about it. Just do some stuff, Miss LaUnt. You know what you gotta do to make it, man. I really want to see you get on, man. You one of the people I'm rooting for in a good way. I really want to see you, like, when they always want to hate on you and then they see how holy you get. I'm rooting for you. Trust me, man. I'm really rooting for you. And I love you, man. You can call me anytime. Not well, inbox me. Don't call my ass. Just inbox me or something. But it's a lot of people I love like that, man. I done grown to love y'all, man. I done gave y'all my time, and y'all done gave me y'all time, and that's called spiritual reciprocity. I mean that. Charles, I love Charles, man. Charles is one of my dudes, man. No joke. He said something, Charles. One thing that was so important about this. I said a promise is a promise, and I took y'all to Judges chapter 11 about Jephthah, man. Talk about fulfilling your promises. But Charles told me one thing, and he did it. That's why I respect Charles. Besides anything, he told me one thing, and he did it. You know, and what else can I say? You know what I mean? I love that brother for that. For that, I know I can count on him because no ifs, ands, no buts. If you say something, you just do it. You know, and I want y'all to start doing stuff like that and start putting that in your life. And that's how you're gonna have a good new year, man. That's how you're gonna have a good new year. Now we only got 1 minute left. We only got 1 minute left, man. I love y'all, man. Thank y'all for moving over to YouTube with me. We're going to continue to plug this. Hopefully, we can bring all the Messiah Code All-Stars back in here. Don't be shy to leave a comment. It actually lets me know that you in here and makes me feel really warm inside, man. To know that y'all in here and y'all made the journey with me. Because we're going to continue to keep on making journeys and keep on growing. And if we ain't growing, we ain't knowing and we ain't showing. Alif Lam Ming. You already know. Lamel. You already know. Lamel. Lamal. You didn't spelt it right there. Square. Alif Lam Ming. Yo, damn. Can I tell y'all a joke before I get off? Come on. Can I tell y'all a joke before I get off? Yeah, I say, come on. I know I said I was going to log out at 10:31, but can I just say one joke? Yo, let me say one joke. Can I say one joke before I get off, please? You know I died to make a joke. Yo, all right. So look, this is my little man cave down here, right? To do the Messiah Code and to work on the movement, right? This is my man cave. So I got a bathroom in my man cave, right? You know what I'm saying? I got a bathroom, but right, we down in the base. It's like I'm down in the basement. I got my bed set up. This is besides everything else in the house, right? I got everything set up down here for me, like just to chill. My little computer, like leave me alone. Don't bother me, kids. Leave me alone. Everybody got my bathroom. So every man after he get off of work or something like that, he go use the bathroom or something like that, right? Yo, he go do a number 2. So I'm human like y'all too. I'm human. I don't think y'all think I poop, but I poop like y'all too. All right, we all poop. God damn it. Miss LaOnk, I saw her put some damn beads in her ass. I know she pooped. Miss LaOnk put some beads in her ass and pulled them out. I said, oh my God. Damn. Facebook allowing this shit. This is crazy. But look. I said, man. I said, look. I said I had to take a poop, right? I did, after work. I just go do what I do. We all men. We do what we do, right? We just get off our work. We strip off, rough day. Yeah. Boom. So I got my little man cave. This is nobody use my bathroom but me. I don't care what y'all asses is doing. But all right, you can go take a pee. But nobody does the number 2 in there but me. That's just a number 1 rule, right? So this is me. That's my space. Leave me alone. Kids talking about, but no, go wait your ass upstairs. Take your ass upstairs. But look, this is the funny thing about what's going on downstairs, right? It's bugs down here. It's bugs. I mean, damn it. I'm in Maryland. Look, y'all said, LaMel, that's pretty. In back of your house, you got a whole bunch of woods in back of your house. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of woods in back of my house, like 5 acres or 20 acres of woods. But it's bugs. You say bugs. Really? Yeah, these bugs come from everywhere. So, I got a murder case today. I literally got a murder case today. You say, really? LaMel, you got a murder case today? Yeah. Look, listen. I'm in the bathroom as usual. Doody-doody-doo. You know how a nigga Gary set up and, Gary used the bathroom. He feeling all twitchy. Put the joints down. Yeah. Get it. Like, oh, Gary sitting on the toilet, like warming up. Woo. Yeah. Getting ready. Getting ready like the Lego. Why the hell? It was a big ass spider like this goddamn big next to me. I was like, freeze. I gotta poop. I'm pooping now. I'm like really shitting on myself because I'm like, it's either me or this goddamn spider. I said, man, no. I'm sitting like, and I'm in a small bathroom. My bathroom down here is not like a big bathroom where a nigga can just pull up and just like, oh, nigga, it was a big ass spider like this. I said, oh, God. And I'm like sitting there like, no. Look, the joint. I don't know what it did. But it crawled up, right? I said, oh, I'm sitting on the toilet helpless. I can't move. I'm like, oh, I said, oh, this shit moving. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to step on it. This shit is moving faster up my leg. I said, no, don't go up there. Don't go up there. Look, boom, you know how you got your pants down like that. I said, man, no, the spider went down there. Oh my God. So now I'm like, damn, I don't know if I should wipe myself or get the fuck up because this spider just went in my joint. I said, oh my God. I said, oh, I'm sitting there stressed out like, oh my God, I'm pulling out hair that I don't even got. The shit started crawling now. So guess what I did? I said, man, damn, legs going like this. I said, ah, man, yo. I said, oh, I get the toilet paper. I said, man, I gotta do this real quick. I can't just go, really he really make me let it go faster. I said, damn. I said, man, freak, shoot. And you know what I'm saying? You know how you like, oh man, get the toilet paper, shoot. So you hit the backstroke on it, whoosh. And you like, oh, drop, shoot, drop. Okay. So now I'm like, where'd the spider go? All in one motion. Where'd the spider go? I'm afraid to pull up my pants because I said, man, I don't want to bite my joint. I said, damn, if it goes in my pants, it's going to bite my joint. I said, oh. So now I said, man, So now I just picked up my pants to my knees and I started patting. I said, oh my God, oh God, ah! Like seriously. I started patting this shit. I caught me a body, man. It was either me or him. It was either me or him. Now my bathroom down here is only yay big. So it's not like I got much room to do my thing. So it's like my whole setup here is bigger than my bathroom down here. So I'm like, yeah. It was either me or you, Mr. Spider. I know in Islam they said don't kill spiders. But damn it, it was either me or him. What do you want me to do? He caught me with my pants down. Literally. So, man, I'm gonna have to get me some damn bug spray down here, man. Yeah, you already know, Dogon. Yo, man. Look, man, this is real. Yo, man. I said, man, this is crazy, man. Big ass spider. Spider was this goddamn big. I said, where the hell they make these damn spiders at around here in Maryland? I said, God damn it. But, yo, man. But I was shook. That was just crazy. I said, man, I don't even know if I should tell the people this. But God be making funny shit happen to me sometimes. I be like, man, damn. I don't even know if I should tell the people this. But I told y'all that, man. This is like a private joint, but still. I had to tell y'all that. You know what I'm saying? He said, spiders don't make criminal. Yo, I be real with y'all, man. I'm your brother, man. I'm your brother. I love the comments. Keep the comments rolling, man. We on a new wave, man. Wow. Dang, let me play some music. Yeah. Oh my God. I love it, man. So in conclusion, man, Thursday's our day, man. Thursday is our day. Let me get this. Thursday is our day. I'm gonna do it like that. I'm gonna go out with this. Come on, man. Shout out to y'all, man, that came in, man. Let's do this, man. 747-24/7, 361 degrees. Shout out to my 141s, my 414s that know the 411. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to my 171s. Miss LaUnc dropped that code on y'all today. That's making that 171 or that path of ascension. That's making that. That's calling that phone number 711 because you know that store is open literally 24/7. And we talking about God's kingdom, which is 711. Shout out to you, man. And we not talking about the store that's owned by no Arabs neither. I'm trying to tell you, man, we taking these codes back. We saw how they usurp reality, man. All right? Shout out to my 112s. Everybody in 112 right now, where the player haters dwell. That know that's in the 1-2-1. It's giving them the 1-2-1 punch. You already know. AB, left, right, start playing Mario Brothers, getting infinite men. Yeah, everything happens between the 1 and the 12. We know that. Shout out to the women. You already know. My 1221s. I love you. You love me. Me is we. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to everybody, man. That's a part of this movement as we growing. You say, wow, really? Yeah, man, we 7 times 7 right now. To the highest degree. Trust me on that. Real talk. Who else I gotta give a shout out to? Shout out to my 191s. That's making the 911 phone call. You already know. That's completion, man. Straight completion, man. This is the code. I love y'all, man. I love y'all for supporting me. I love y'all for giving me your time. I gave y'all my time. I will continue to be like this as this channel continues to grow. Shout out to my 212s. You already know the women. The 121. That's another way of saying the woman. The 121. She's everything. She's the room 112. That's where everything happens at. That's the matrix. You say I give thanks to you for crossing paths. Got to learn. Yo, peace, God. Thank you, Dogon. I appreciate you, family. Yo, we've been doing this for the last 2 years on Facebook, family. We've been doing this Messiah Code for the last 2 years on Facebook. And I got 578 people that I know that are affiliated with this movement. And if the feds want to hit me up and say, oh man, really? Yeah. People that are really connected with this as a part of our mission, that contact me all the time. And we all part of this, man. Trust me, we're growing as a community. And I appreciate everybody. The first shall be last and the last shall be first. Wow, so time is it? I love it, man. Y'all got me magnetically connected. But I had to tell y'all that joke, man. Who else I didn't give a shout out to? My 181s. Oh, I didn't give a shout out to my 181s. You already know Luke 8:11. The seed is the word of God. Also go to Hebrews chapter 8 verse 10. Yeah, that's 9 times 9. That's 81. Yeah, 8 Lions Avenue. So shout out to y'all, man. I love y'all, man. The seed is the word of God. All right? You got to write these laws on your heart, man. Like it says in the code 181 or 811. Yo, man, it's going to come a time that these laws are going to be written on your heart. Once you know that, you assimilate reality, man. It's no religion no more. It's none. It's no Islam. It's no Christianity. It's no Zodiac. It's no Hebrew. It's no Cometology. It's no zoology or every ology you want to name. It's just the network. Me is we. You already know, man.